So this is the paint I decided to use. It worked out really well, and I thought I should mention it. It's the Rust-Oleum Custom Premium Chrome Paint. Now the chrome refers to the look of the paint. It's obviously metallic, but it is very much not like other metallic spray paints that I've used. Those tend to have very noticeable, flaky metal parts to them. Almost like, it almost looks like a sparkle. And that isn't what I was looking for, at least in this particular application, painting the parts for the KTHBA. The look of this is simply metal. It doesn't have a metally, flaky look to it. Not necessarily metallic, but metal. It goes on very evenly. It tends to look somewhat splotchy when it goes on, but it does not dry that way. It dries in a very uniform color and in a very uniform layer. I would say that the coats I put on were medium, and the paint did not run at all, and I think it looks really good. Again, this was used for the power adjuster, it was used for the trigger shoe, it was used for the stock. I don't know if this is a new product by Rust-Oleum or it's something that's been around that I just haven't heard of, but it is Rust-Oleum Custom Premium Chrome Paint. Colored chrome, and the color of this is blue chrome. So, if there's something you want to paint with a metal look to it, I would recommend this. It really is. It has a very strong odor, so make sure it's in a very well ventilated area that you're using it. The reason why I know this is because I painted some stuff down here in my basement, and it really is a very strong odor. So in addition to going ahead and making that decision to paint the stock with the chrome blue paint, I also masked off the vast majority of the shoulder stock and painted the grip area as I had done with my 2289 with this Plasti-Dip gray. Exact same stuff I used on the 2289. It's held up very well on the 2289. It's not perfect as far as it will wear. Obviously, the more the gun is used, the more I shoot with it. The coating that this leaves is a rubbery texture. It's a good product to use on like manual tool handles that you want a better grip on. You might have a plastic handle, really can't grip it too firmly. This is great stuff. I have black of this same stuff on various parts on my Jeep, and it has held up, again, extremely well, including the wheels. I used the black Plasti-Dip on my wheels, and over the course of years in harsh winters and chemicals and salt, it has held up extremely well. It's a really good product. I really recommend it. It dries very quickly, so it's very important when you're done covering the area you want to cover, and you've masked obviously all the areas you don't want to cover, that masking tape needs to come off fairly quickly. You don't want this stuff to start drying out, because it will start peeling some of the areas that have been coated off of where they've been coated. It also gets thicky and stringy, and you might have globs of it falling into areas that you don't want it. So definitely while it's still wet, and I would say you've got about 5 minutes after applying this where it really darts to set up. You want to get all of your masking materials off of whatever it is that you use this on. But I highly recommend the Plasti Dip. It's really good and makes a ton of sense to be used in a hand grip area on a air gun. So, with that said, going over the paint, going over the grip, Plasti Dip covering, let's take a look at the stock and how it came out.